Brian Gibson has a lot to share with us today because of this past weekend. So, Brian, this is Brian Gibson, founder of Project DieHard. How are you? I'm betting you're tired.
I'm plugging along, sister. I mean, the mission never ends.
True that.
Had a great weekend. Met some great people. We'll be talking about them later.
I love it. Sneak peek.
But all in all, that was all the highlights. Let me get into the nuts and bolts. 4 veterans talked down this weekend.
Wow.
But we lost 8 over the weekend. This is real, folks. I cannot stress this enough. I really can't. So let's pull up the slide deck, and then we will discuss the first slide.
Here we go. Oh, switching us over to here. Come on. There it is.
Everybody wants to tell Project DieHard to do more. But nobody wants to help us do more. Can't say it enough. No leaders' wallets will be filled here ever. If you make a decision on a veteran's life, you're not going to get a paycheck. Just that simple. Go to that next little picture over. The big word says what, Sue?
Come and see.
There you go. You want to see where your donation goes. Hey, we have nothing to hide. Come and see. Check your vet. How many times I got to tell you that one? And then the father's table is endless. There's room for you everywhere. Pull up a chair. Let's sit down and get to work. Forward Operating Base Rush is in Makanda, Illinois, 189 Haven of Love Drive. Take the time. Come and see. What do you want? We've been poked, prodded, looked at, flipped over. They found our mission worthy and are doing all they can. Why aren't you? That's my question. All right. I got a couple things open here. I got to get this down. Then I got to go here. Hit this button maybe. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this weekend we were at Discovery Park of America. Great. Met some great people. Probably could have done a lot more if we would have had some volunteers manning that table.
I can't hear you. If you're saying anything, just so you know.
Test 2, 3. Got me now?
I don't know where your sound went, but I can't hear anything.
Hold on.
Oh.
How about now?
It looks like you're not muted, so try talking one more time.
Test 2, 3, test 2, 3.
Oh, interesting. I can see the green bar moving, but I hope it's not on. Maybe it's just me, but can you hear me?
Perfect. I can hear you perfectly.
Something goofy's happening with the sound, so you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hearing your voice right now.
All right. Let's go here to the chat. Anybody watching?
Maybe
please let us
stop
know
the share for a moment. I'm going to turn that part off and see if we can recover sound here.
Test 2, 3.
'Cause I can see you're talking, but I can't hear a thing. I don't know if you want to try leaving and coming back.
Well, I can hear you.
Huh. I am confused. Let's see. You can't hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear.
So technical difficulties here, people.
It's on your side, not mine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so you've got me. I just don't have you. So my recommendation is, do you want to try leaving and coming back? Okay,
I'll try.
See you in a minute. So I don't know. Goofy things happen sometimes here. Thank you for hanging with us. We're trying to figure out what is happening and why the sound just went out, because he was just doing a screen share. But if you're not aware, if you've been following along at all, you would know that this past weekend was a big weekend. That's what was on the screen there. Discovery Park of America is located in Tennessee, and that is a location that had a major event this past weekend. It was the Military Expo. So let me see. I'm going to bring Brian back in and see if we have sound now.
Do you have me now?
I have no sound. I wonder if it's just me.
I think it's you.
It's just me. Okay. Well, then I'm going to leave and come back. I'm going to turn it over to you for a moment.
Okay, folks. This is Satan happening again and again and again. Let me go back here. Go here, share this. Okay, yeah. We had this great event this weekend. Discovery Park of America. The DVNF, Disabled American Veterans, Camp Graves, Camp Rendezvous here in the neighborhood. We met up with them. And see, folks, that picture right there tells you something. Luke 3:11. When we all share our blessings, more can happen. Let's see. Are you back?
I am. I can hear you now.
Okay, shrink us back to where we're supposed to be. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know what that was, but we're here.
I don't know. We're here. Okay. But yeah, we were at the Discovery Park, Camp Rendezvous, that has veteran housing right now, right? They don't have a lot, but they got blessed with a bunch of these personal hygiene bags for veterans. And I was explaining to our audience that, this is Luke 3:11 in action right here. When you have a blessing, you share it, and more will get done. I mean, yeah. And then, of course, we met another veteran. We'll go into that after the brief. All right, this is our next big thing right here. We had a Branson 3515H, 350 hours donated, but it needs some work. Crossroads Lawn and Garden. I mean, hey, a mission supplier. You need to go there, and especially on the 2nd. So you can see the tractor and see why we need you to donate, because we have parts to buy to get this tractor up and running, to get put on forward operating base rush so we can actually get to work.
This is a huge, huge blessing. I can't believe how wonderful this is but we need help for this one. But oh my gosh, this is exciting.
Yeah, got it. And that leads us on to Operation Big Things. We still have room for vendors.
I can't believe we still have room. So anyone listening, if you're interested, get in quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's free. If you're helping veterans, I want to help you. I can't stress that enough. If we work together, we are going to get things done. I guess that slide should say something. Oh, yeah. Volunteer. I mean, the standards, right? This is, if you take on a task, do your best. Keep the team informed. Ask for help when you need it. And most of all, complete the task. Don't leave the team hanging. You want to get on my bad side? That's a way to do it. Don't follow through on something you said, hey, I can do that. Because you're taking on something, you may be taking on a little part that affects the big part when you don't finish it. Just a little revamp from the first slide. You want to speak to any of that, Sue? I mean,
there is nothing better than getting your feet literally on the ground at that location at Fob Rush. The number of people that have been there and have made the same comment about how impactful it was to be there. Go check it out. What are you waiting for?
yeah.
Come and see.
Okay. So that's the slide deck. But now you said you still had her pulled up, right?
Yes.
Pull her up because this is important.
Here we go. So I know this has been shared out back on April 17th on the Project DieHard Facebook page. So I know you guys are all following her. Go find this from April 17th. So she needs all the help we can get for her. She's a veteran medic and talked with DieHard 6 on that day and sharing this to help her win. So if you look at this, there's a raffle basket, a QR code, a bunch of information here. It says the drawing is May 1st. She was at Discovery Park of America all day. You'll also be able to find her and a lot of new friends at the National Guard Armory this past Saturday morning. Come volunteer, walk, run, and have some fun. Grilling for a cause. This is it, the last basket giveaway, and it's bringing the heat. This is loaded up and showing all the things on here, how you can enter. Every dollar supports Final Salute, Inc., helping women veterans and their children find safe, stable housing. Just $25 provides a full day of housing. That's one bundle of entries for this raffle, and it's making a real difference. Enter now. Don't miss your chance. Scan that QR code or Cash App. And this is with Tasha Bowman, Ms. Veteran America semifinalist, supporting Final Salute. So I'm going to pop back up here again. Do you know when they actually are when that drawing is taking place?
May 1st.
It is on May 1st. Okay, so that's coming up soon. So you have time. You can still get in on this. Here, I'm going to click on this and yeah, it shows this is valued at over $300. There's a whole list on there of what's in the basket. That's a nice basket. There it is. When you come back through, you can pause on that if you want to see more.
And
there's that QR code. I'm going to pause here so if anybody wants to do that.
Or you can go to our Facebook page and share it out from there.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go back to here. And you know how easy it is to do that? Look, I'm on the Project DieHard Facebook page here. I went to April 17th and I'm finding this, and here's how simple it is. See the share button? Click that. And you can just say share now, or you can put something in here. Get your tickets now. I'm a woohoo kind of person, so I do that. And then look, share now. Oh my gosh, did that take me all 5 seconds? It's that easy.
And you're helping.
Anyone can do that.
And you're helping 2 veterans at the same time.
That's one of those, I need the emoji that goes like this. Like, how easy is this? Come on.
Yeah.
That's what we keep talking about, sharing the mission. It really is easier to do than you think. And now that I did that, everyone that's my friends on Facebook can see it. If you do that, then everyone that you know can see on yours page as well. It is that simple. That's how we grow. If people don't tell people about this, we're just going to sit here and stay being this wonderful but hidden organization. We need to get out there. That only happens by people sharing it. We keep sharing it with the people we know. Everybody needs to share it with all your contacts as well.
Yeah. I had a discussion the other day. Well, I only know like 5 people. Okay.
That's 5 people I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know your 5 people. And I bet you they got friends you don't know. See how this works? It
doesn't take much to make a difference. It's so easy. Again, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. But now back to that female medic, right?
Yes.
I got really impressed because she went and actually had things like this made.
Which is so cool. How many of you played with the little green army guys when you were a kid? Or yesterday? Who knows?
I play with them all the time.
Well, there you go. Well,
But
now you got some pink ones.
Now I got some pink ones.
That
Because
is
there
really cool.
are female veterans.
Lots of them. Yep.
Not as many as male veterans, but there's a lot of them. Again, you notice when I say I take care of veterans, I don't say combat veterans, non-combat, or male or female. No, I don't say that garbage. It's a veteran. It's a veteran. We got 10 male bags and 5 female bags, right? We're down to 8. I gave a couple away at church yesterday to a couple ladies that have veterans that they know of veterans that could use it. So I was like, here, take them.
Perfect.
That's Luke 3:11. Okay, that's scripture telling us share your stuff. I don't know what people need to know about that. You know?
Part of the significance here with seeing, to me, when I see the little pink army guys, gals, whatever you want to say, it's just another thing to be like, oh, click. It's not just the guys out there doing this stuff. There's women that are sacrificing and serving and doing all the things. And I told you I was going to tell a little story. And one experience I had, wow, this must be, it might be 25 years ago now. Doesn't seem like it'd be that long ago, but I worked with the Richfield Volunteer Fire Department, fire company. We were on with them for 5 years. I was an EMT. I will never forget the day that they have Richfield Days Parade. I will always treasure the memory. I'm driving one of the big trucks. It's our rescue equipment truck. And I'm the one driving it in the parade. And all the moms that were doing this, pointing, and I heard one of them talking to their daughter outside the truck saying, look who's driving. And because it's not a guy. Most of the time it's the guys driving those. They let me drive it that day. And it stood out. And I didn't anticipate that. That's why it kind of stood out that much in my mind of, you don't have to be the stereotype to be the one to drive it or to serve, or, everybody's got their reason for doing what they do. And it makes a difference, and people can see that. And something like the little pink guys that you got there will snap something for somebody to be like, oh, yeah, click. So aha moments matter.
Yeah, always. I mean, look, even I get aha moments. Not a lot. Been around the world 3.5 times.
They still happen.
Mm-hmm.
They're impactful when they do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, before the show, we were talking about what people are going to be seeing here in the next couple of days when I get done working on it. But I kind of like this. Just know that all the things you own are borrowed.
That's true. No, people don't think about that. I don't think about that. I look around like, oh, yeah, you're right. But they're my things. But no, I'm not going to be here forever. I want to think like I am, but
again,
we're here long enough to do whatever the mission was that God gave us to do, and to learn the lessons that we're supposed to learn along the way.
That's it. Okay. This thing of everybody that goes, I mean, I'm sorry, but I cannot stand people. Ooh, look what I did. The picture, great, right? But I didn't go there to these two ladies that said, hey, I got a veteran that needs that. Can I get a bag? I didn't sit there and take selfies and here's the bag. It's not about the individual. We are all the Father's children. He doesn't play favorites.
No one person is better than another. We all have our roles in this big, complicated mystery that we're all in the middle of here. We all have roles. None are more important than others. They're all just different.
Yeah, we all just do different things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when you see me at events, unless specifically told, I'm wearing a volunteer shirt. Because I'm no better than anybody else. That's one thing I think people don't like about me is that I will not take credit.
Being humble and doing the things that need to be done, that says a lot. And anybody who's got any questions about what's going on here, that should speak volumes to you in the grand scheme here as well. So, yeah. Speaking of events, I would love it if you could tell us a bit about the impression you had as you were at the Military Expo this last weekend. And I know you had a table there for Project DieHard. what kind of interactions did you have with the folks that were coming through? Did any stand out to you?
Yeah, a few of them. Had a nice, good, long hour talk with a cup of coffee with a veteran. Yeah, you know, he just started opening up, so I just let him talk. I was like, "Cool, man. Yeah, that's that's why we need volunteers. Uh, because I know I could see my table from where we were sitting and talking, and I saw people walk up and back and forth, right? Uh, so yeah, I mean, when a veteran starts to open up, I'm going to take the time to spend the time with the veteran. We had our donation bucket out. We didn't get a single dollar. So,
Okay, that surprises me.
no, because the whole audience that weekend was 90% veterans. Or Friday, it was nothing but school kids.
Oh, that's right. There was a lot of schools coming through. That's
Friday.
huge. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the students got to talk time with some veterans, and up on the floor above us, there was a chaplain. He did 30 years in the Army as a chaplain, and he had chaplain stuff all the way from the Civil War all the way up to modern war. All the chaplain accompaniments. We had some long talks because one of my deployments, I had a chaplain that I kind of had to like, hey, chap, you don't walk into my aid station unless I call you in, man. He's like, but doc, why? I said, because I deal with wounded people, and if they wake up and see you, that might not go over too well.
Might be a little bit the wrong message at that moment. Yeah.
I said, I love your spirit and I love you. My aid station is not the place for you to do patient welfare checks. That's the hospital unit. You can go over there and do that in the wards all you want. If they come into my aid station, they're usually very bad off, and
you don't know what you don't know, and that's where that he needed to know that.
But you see, people don't think like I think.
Yeah.
But that's a chaplain. Yeah. And if you wake up from being blown up and you see a chaplain standing over you, what's the thought in your head?
I'm getting my final rites.
Yeah.
How bad am I really?
Yeah. And the funny part was, he goes, I never thought of that. Huh. This is why I ask people, when you're sitting down with a veteran, the first thing you need to do is listen.
Exactly. Learn more by listening than you do by talking.
Yeah.
Funny thing.
It's the truth. Yeah, but when you're talking, you're always talking about the mission. Yeah.
Yep. And you are surprised by this?
Don't know why. You know, if you want to talk about another subject, bring it up. But I'm pretty easy to talk to. Got a little bit of experience in this world.
Oh man. So my brain keeps going back to the Military Expo, and there was a pretty massive amount of vendors, tables, all that is my understanding. Did you have much time to wander then and see what else was going on, or were you at the table most of the time, or how did that kind of end up flowing?
I was more at our table because, you know,
Hmm.
I snuck out a couple times. When I saw the little pink things, I was like, okay, I got to ask what are those?
Uh-huh.
And that's where I met her, another doc.
Hmm.
So we got to talk a little bit. You know, we were talking medic stuff, some of the weird things she saw, some of the weird things I saw, and we both went, yep, that's medics.
Yeah. There's some things only somebody else in that same role can understand.
Again,
The way it
yeah.
is.
You know, that's the whole thing about coming and hanging out at a fellowship breakfast. You never know what the conversation is going to lead into. You never know what you're going to learn. You never know what type of input you could make on a veteran's life. What did you call it? A ha-ha moment?
Yep.
You could be sitting there breaking bread, having a good time, saying thank you to these veterans, and you could bring them an aha moment. That's the whole thing. Just like the first slide. Our fellowship breakfast is not a time to stand up and try to pitch something.
Nope.
That's not what it's for. Are you having a captive audience? No, I don't. They can leave anytime they want.
Oh, funny. Well, and speaking of, I always like to mention, when is it?
The first Wednesday of the month.
Always the first Wednesday of the month. Paducah, Kentucky, at the IHOP.
Yeah. Until we get more volunteers and we expand it out. Oh, wait. That also takes what? Money.
And those that aren't following along, why does that take money?
Food costs money.
Food costs money, and our veterans eat free
Free.
at the event. They eat free
Yeah.
because Project DieHard is the one it's the foot in the bill. So if people who are donating here are wondering where money goes, well, that's one of the biggies. That's a great outreach. That has impacted, oh my gosh. What last year was well over 400 people that came last year.
469 people last year.
That's huge.
And just this year, we haven't gone under 40 every month.
I love it.
The lowest month was 40 veterans.
And you don't have to be a vet to come. You do to
No.
have your meal paid for, but civilians are welcome too. It's open to everyone to come and take in that time together.
Break bread.
Break bread.
Meet new people. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing. I can't. But again, everybody's like, man, this is great. That's just an outreach program. Imagine what we are going to be able to do when we get our facilities built.
Oh my goodness. Exactly. A whole new ball game. Whole new ball game. One of the things, I'm going to take this as a good chance to bring up, and I'm not sure if Kurt's going to make it on here today or not. I know he's involved in a call right now that is all good, but I am going to mention 1 week from today is actually our 30th wedding anniversary. So with that, we're putting out a challenge. We're looking for 30 new patrons to hop on before next week, before our anniversary. 30 for our 30th. So that's our challenge out there. If you go to projectdiehard.org, there's a donate tab at the top that takes you to the website where you can sign up and do that. So that's our big challenge. We'll be putting that out on our social media and all the things so that we can get, we need to get that to happen.
Whoa, what do we got here? Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
We got comments.
We do. I'm a little confused by them though, so I wasn't sure that was something to share on here. So yeah, go ahead and read those.
No, don't share those.
Yeah. It's not. I'm seeing it, and we'll follow back around here. But yeah. I'm confused.
Yeah. Young lady, this is not the venue. We handle veterans here.
Yeah. So we need to, yeah, we'll follow back around.
We'll follow, but I just saw the chat thing. I'm sorry, folks, but I saw the chat thing and I was like, hey, somebody's actually making comments. And then I looked at the comments and ooh.
Well, good thing though, she's sharing our live feed right now on hers as well. So thank you for doing that. That's
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's the whole key.
Yeah.
And we've read them and we'll reach out. You know, this is, look, folks, that's how it grows. You know, if you're a veteran watching this, even in the replay, put in a comment. You know? Yeah. You know, that's the whole thing here. I talk to vets that live around the world. We're seen around the world, this mission. Thanks to nonprofit TV on the Mark TV.
But it's so easy to do. So that's why I'm putting out the plea right now. Just take that 5 seconds and do it. Oh my gosh. So I know it sounds like we're kind of doing circles on that, but it's for a reason because
it's important.
It is easy. It's important.
It's important.
I'm going to say it again. The whole idea of being a patron with us, being a volunteer with us, where do you fit in? Everybody fits somewhere. Everybody's got a role. I don't know what that is for you. I know what it is for me. That's why I'm sitting here. But you can join us.
Oh, I got it. Oh, but Brian's scary. He's mean.
Oh. Okay, I'm laughing because I think I know you well enough to know that we all can have that moment too. But you know what? If you don't tick them off, then you know Then why would you be worried? You should have known me 20 years ago. Maybe you'd have scared me too, but I didn't know. You're not a scary guy. You're one of the good guys.
I'm mission oriented.
That shouldn't mean that does not equate scary. That means you're focused. You know where you're going. Which also means you know where you stand with the person because you know what is their focus. For all the people who are all over the place, that should be the scary, not the person that's focused, because you know where you're going, which also makes it easy to hop on board and say, hey, this is going, you guys are doing good things. You're doing what? You're concerned about veterans who are considering losing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When people ask, oh, what do you do?
Okay, I say I'm doing a weird thing again where I just lost sound. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to come out and back because I lost my sound again. I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. But again, look, you join this mission, you're saving veterans' lives. How does that look? Every hour you spend with us grows the mission. Every email you take on spreads the mission. Everything you do spreads the mission. That's how you're saving a veteran's life. You know, it's not running, you know, my team all the time wants me to forward the DieHard phone. They go, you're doing too much. They're not ready to answer those calls.
Now, what were you doing at 1:30 in the morning?
Talking a veteran down. I'm not saying Sue couldn't do it, but I don't think Sue knows the language that well. I don't think Sue knows the reflection, everything that has to happen in there. You know, I have nothing against civilians, but the calls I get are from veterans.
It goes back to what we were saying earlier. What you and another medic talking, you're talking the same language. You've experienced the same things. And that's exactly what you're saying here too. Talking to another veteran. You can relate.
Yeah. Well, again, to the first slide, you need to do more. Why don't you have a call center? Why? 988 press 1.
There's one,
ready to go.
It already exists. Why you're not reinventing the wheel here? You're oh my gosh, that's the whole thing. If I could count the number of times I've heard Kurt make the comment of every time you're pointing a finger, how many are pointing back at you? Stop pointing fingers and start doing something.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Yeah, I don't think that I'm that complicated that people got to figure out. I mean, I have 3 rules.
What's the first one?
God will never leave the mission. The suffering of veterans will never be used for profit. No drugs or alcohol allowed in the mission.
Very uncomplicated, very straightforward, and not going to waver.
Nope. Look, folks, you don't got to talk to me. Don't break one of those 3 rules, and you'll never have to. Break one, and I guarantee you will.
That's when you might look scary. And that's okay because dang it, they earned that one. Choices, people, choices.
Make choices.
Yeah.
Again, back to this weekend, one of the discussions that I was having with another veteran. Look, if you want to host our mission and your establishment sells adult libations, okay. If they're wearing DieHard, if they're representing the mission, they're not partaking. Besides that, hey, everybody have fun.
Mm-hmm. That's not asking too much. That's being real.
I'm saying within Project DieHard, there's no drugs or no alcohol allowed. Well, it's stupid. No.
No, it's not.
It's called following scripture. I will not tempt my brother or sister. I won't. I will not put them into temptation.
Yeah.
Won't do it. You know, I something I'll be bringing up when we get to that point. But yeah, let's talk about internet access at the facilities. Do we put parent blockers on our internet?
I hadn't thought about that, but you know, that might not be a bad idea. Never thought about that, but if you can't be tempted, then that makes it a lot easier.
Well, this came up because we're bringing veterans with families. Families have kids.
Yeah.
And that discussion of those adult sites came up.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, because unfortunately, that kind of crap is out there all over the place. It's not hard to find. You want to find junk, you're going to find it.
But again, folks, see, if you want into the nits and grits of the mission, you got to join the mission. Exactly. If you want to weigh in on some of this stuff, you got to show us you really care. Okay? We have long discussions over things as on the leadership side of the house. Okay? Everybody brings up points of, oh, I didn't think of that, or, oh, I didn't think of that. But see, then collectively, that makes the best decision.
Exactly. That's what we're kind of talking about earlier. We've definitely got a variety of personalities within the leadership team. And that's a good thing, because we don't all see things the same.
We don't.
We see things differently. We notice different things. We approach things differently. And that is what makes a good team. That's a whole, what did you say I have up earlier on the screen was together everyone achieves miracles. As a team, that's what makes it strong. As annoying as it can be at times because y'all don't see things the way I do, it's okay. That's part of what makes a team a good team.
Look, I don't want to see everything as you see it.
Yeah.
Because then we would come up with the same,
irrelevant.
We'd be the same. We'd come up with the same crappy idea.
Right.
Okay.
In order for all of us to be relevant in the mix, that we should see things differently. And that's not to say that we got all the angles covered by what we've got in the leadership team now. There's a lot of room for growth. Do you care about our veterans? Do you want to make a difference? Have a conversation with us.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a spot here for you too.
I'm just going to tell you, like I tell everybody I talk to about joining the leadership team. If you do that, hang on, because it is a ride. Sue can attest. I get crazy ideas. Hey, what do you think of this? And she's probably at work teaching somebody going, damn, Brian's asking again.
No, but I'm like, I don't want to miss things. And actually, it's like, I'm speaking of work. I'm like, the number of emails I've gotten since we've started tonight is ridiculous. But that's what it's all about. We've all got our things that hit us, and we got our pieces to pay attention to. I pay attention as much as I can. I'm paying attention here.
Yeah.
And why do I do that? Why do you think I do that?
She cares. She cares about veterans.
And quite honestly, I can't fathom why we haven't had an absolute explosion of volunteers on here, because this is a great way to give back. Veterans are, let's see, they've served in the military. That's the definition of a veteran. They've done something I haven't. I am grateful for the time and the choices that others have made, that it was not my path in life to go down that road. My path led me somewhere else, but it's also led me here. And if you're hearing this, then it's in some respect has led you here as well. Why? Think about what that means for you and your journey. Maybe you have a place here too.
Oh, look, I invite everybody. But, I ask everybody to. Many are asked, but few are chosen. I'm sorry to say. If you come to Project DieHard looking for fame, looking for fortune, looking to build your castle, that is never going to happen here. Yeah, it's sorry.
Yeah.
Huh?
I still find it funny because to me it's such a straightforward thing that there's a mission here, and it's about saving lives. That's what it's about. Period. There's a lot that goes into that, right? There's all sorts of ways to help folks, and that though is the bottom line. Because you said over the weekend, about 8 veterans that lost their life to suicide, and 4 others that almost did, but you helped them. And oh my gosh.
I didn't help them. All I did was put the phone to my ear and listened.
Which in reality helped them. They needed that. That was the thing that was. So combat medic, and you are still tending to people even now, just in a different way. That's what they needed at that time. And if it wasn't for what you're doing, that might have been 12 instead of 8.
It might have been. That's one thing that female medic asked, because I told her about the 8. She goes, how do you deal with that? I said, I have to. It's the nature of the beast.
Yeah. It's not unnoticed, though, that's a heavy burden. That's a heavy load to carry. When it circles back around to check your vet. Not kidding. Check your vet. Who do you know? Yeah. They might look okay on the surface. Is that not a thing? You look okay from the outside, but inside there's a struggle going on. Like, for real, check on your friends. Check on people. Check in.
Hey, folks. I got vets that check in on me. I got vets that call me when they're looking at social media, and they go, ooh, something, what happened, brother? Because look, I'm not shy. I know someone on the team shared a couple of my posts today onto the DieHard page. you know, I'm not shy about my feelings. I'll put it out there. But see, I got friends that'll pick up on that and go, Doc, what's going on, man?
Having a support team like that, having people watching your back.
That's it.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah, we're getting close to the end here again. And I'm going to do that call out again here, though. Share the mission. Pray for the mission. Volunteer for the mission. Patron the mission. You could do one of those things. You could do all those things. What is it for you? And I'm excited that in a short week from now, be celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary. Kurt is another ambassador here, and he's not here with us tonight, but he will be next week, as far as I know. And we'll get to celebrate with you guys our 30th. And my challenge out there for all of you listening and beyond, share it out there. 30 new patrons between now and next Monday to celebrate our 30th. Can we make that happen? Come on, help me make that happen. Because would that make a difference?
In a big way.
In a big way. So I think that is my wish. That's my anniversary wish.
There you go. See, folks, look. Yeah, so put it out there publicly, and then we will blast it out into the DieHard realm.
And I gotta say, I gotta give credit where credit's due. This is Kurt's idea that this would be something we should do. I'm like, yeah, I love it. So we're sharing it.
And all I can say is thank you. Look, you people don't understand how grateful I am for my team, for what they do. You know, we sit here and we joke about it. But no, they played a very important role in the whole mission. There are times, look, I'll put it out there. There are times I tick off Kurt.
Probably vice versa.
It goes both ways. Okay, but hey, we're grown adults. We work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's, you know, that's just how it works.
That's how it works.
You know, you can disagree with somebody and still respect them. That's the whole thing. You show respect. You show respect within this mission to each other, and hey, we're going to do great things. All right, on that, my closing statement to my brothers and sisters is, look, she made pink soldierettes. All right, guys. They're pink. I don't know what to say.
I love it.
But see, our sisters are out there too fighting for us. Okay? We're all fighting for each other, just like it's supposed to be, because we're comrades in arms. Don't give up. We're out here. We're beating the pavement. We're not just lip service. Reach out. Talk to somebody. You know, if you're going through hell, yo, man, reach out. I've been there. I know the way out. That's the whole trick here. Don't do it alone, man. Some of us have been there. We know the way out. You just gotta, ask us. Back to you, Sue.
Awesome. Well, thank you for all you do, Brian. And for all those out there, God's not done with you yet. You're here for a reason. If you're not sure what that is, just give it a little more time to figure it out. And it's okay. You're not supposed to have all the answers either. None of us have all the answers. And that's okay. God's not done with you yet. For all of us here at Project DieHard, we do look forward to seeing you back here next week. Same time, same place, 6:30 p.m. Central, Monday nights for Mission Monday Update. As always,